1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister extending greetings to Chinese leadership and people on their National Day said that peaceful rise of China as a paramount global power is a source of stability in the world. Speakers at a seminar in Beijing have expressed their resolve to cooperate with Pakistan for proactive climate action and reconstruction of the flood-hit areas. Finance Minister says fiscal and monetary policy coordination is imperative for sustainable and effective economic growth. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 17 Kashmiris last month. Russia has vetoed a draft resolution at the United Nations Security Council that sought to condemn its annexation of Ukrainian territories. The last T20 of 7-match series between Pakistan and England will be played in Lahore tomorrow. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has extended greetings to Chinese President Xi Jinping, Premier Li Keqiang, and the Chinese people on the National Day of China. In a series of tweets today, he said the peaceful rise of China as the second largest economy and paramount global power is a source of stability in a perpetually changing world. The Prime Minister said China offers a promise of hope to the developing world beset by multiple crises relating to climate, finance, food, and energy. He said the Chinese template of interstate relations prioritizes cooperation over confrontation and is the governing principle in formation of a community of common destiny. Speakers representing international organizations and the Chinese think tanks at an event in Beijing have expressed their resolve to cooperate with Pakistan for proactive climate action and reconstruction of the flood-affected areas. The event, in solidarity with Pakistan, was jointly organized by Pakistan Embassy in Beijing and Center for China and Globalization to raise awareness about the recent floods in Pakistan. International organizations, Chinese think tanks, NGOs, members of Global Young Leaders Dialogue, and Pakistani community attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, Pakistan's ambassador to China, Moinul Haq, briefed the audience about the extent and nature of the recent unprecedented floods in Pakistan. He said it is unfortunate that despite being a low-carbon emitter, Pakistan is among the countries most vulnerable to climate change. The ambassador expressed the hope that the international community would remain engaged with Pakistan in the rehabilitation and reconstruction phase. Finance Minister Ishaq Dar says fiscal and monetary policy coordination is imperative for sustainable and effective economic growth. Talking to Governor State Bank of Pakistan, Jameel Ahmed, who called on him in Islamabad today, he shared about fiscal measures being taken for economic revival of the country. The Finance Minister commended the initiatives of the State Bank for introducing digital banking in line with international best practices and Pakistan's first instant payment system, Rast. He also appreciated the role of the State Bank for the monetary stability and economic growth of the country. The meeting discussed the measures being undertaken for the stabilization and growth of the country's economy. On the occasion, Governor State Bank apprised the Finance Minister on different macroeconomic policy initiatives in line with the objectives of fiscal policy taken to achieve sustainable growth. He said the State Bank of Pakistan is fully committed to supporting the process of economic revival as per the policies of the present government and assured the Finance Minister of his full support. President Dr. Arif Alvi, while upholding the decision of Federal Ombudsperson for protection against harassment of women at workplace, has awarded major penalty of dismissal from service to a Director General of PEMRA and also enhanced his fine from 2 million to 2.5 million rupees. The President held that it has been established beyond any reasonable doubt that the female employee was harassed by the accused with verbal, vulgar, sexual and demeaning comments and demands by the appellant. He ordered that the amount of compensation shall be recovered from areas of pay, pension, emoluments or any other source of the appellant as per relevant law and be given to the complainant as compensation in lieu of the hardships faced by her at the hands of the appellant. Relief operations are continuing in flood-affected areas of Sindh, and effectees are being shifted to relief camps established by the government. Our Karachi correspondent Altaf Pirzado reports that ration bags have been distributed among over 1,100,000 affected families in the province so far. Meanwhile, Sindh Information Minister Sharjeel Inam Memon in a statement said that around 400,000 tents, over 400,000 tarpals, over 2,700,000 mosquito nets and other relief goods have been distributed among effectees in the province. 2 terrorists belonging to a banned organization have been killed in an encounter with law enforcing agencies in Tesar town area of Karachi. The DIG Counter-Terrorism Department, Asif Ijaz Sheikh, informed media that 4 police personnel were also injured in the encounter, who were shifted to a hospital. This is Radio Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 17 Kashmiris in the last month. According to the data issued by the research section of Kashmir Media Service today, of those martyred, 10 youth were killed in fake encounters. During the month, 7 youth were critically injured due to the use of brute force by Indian police and paramilitary personnel in the territory. At least 140 civilians, including religious leaders, youth and social and political activists, were arrested, and most of them were booked under Black Laws, Public Safety Act and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. The occupation troops also destroyed 4 residential houses during 162 cordon and search operations in the month. All Parties Hurriyat Conference spokesman in a statement issued in Srinagar said the Indian brutalities cannot force the Kashmiris to surrender their just struggle for securing their right to self-determination. He appealed to the international community to come forward and play its role in the resolution of the Kashmir dispute. Meanwhile, the family of illegally detained APHC leader Altaf Ahmad Shah, who has been diagnosed with cancer, has demanded his immediate release. Altaf Ahmad Shah has been undergoing illegal detention at New Delhi's infamous Tihar jail for the last 5 years. In the Indian state of Karnataka, the Bharatiya Janata Party government, in its another controversial move against Muslims and their organizations, has sought a report on activities of Madaris from the Education Department. According to Kashmir Media Service, amid a campaign against 960 Madaris by the hardliner Hindutva organizations, the Education Department has initiated the exercise. It seems obvious that the BJP is planning to ban these Madaris in the state after submission of the report. Russia has vetoed a draft resolution at the United Nations Security Council that sought to condemn its annexation of Ukrainian territories. The US ambassador to the United Nations introduced the resolution to the Security Council meeting that called on member states not to recognize any altered status of Ukraine and obliged Russia to withdraw its troops. 10 nations voted in favor of the resolution, while China, Gabon, India and Brazil abstained. Earlier, Russian President Vladimir Putin proclaimed Russian rule over 4 regions that make up 15% of Ukraine's territory. In Iran, 20 people, including 3 commanders of Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, have been killed during clashes after terrorist attacks on 3 police stations in the Sistan province. In a statement, Provincial Governor Hussain Mudarris Khyabani said some rioters who belonged to terrorist and separatist groups attacked police stations. The 3 commanders who were killed included Colonel Hamid Raza Hashmi, Muhammad Anub and Muhammad Amin Arifi. The last T20 of 7-match series between Pakistan and England will be played at Qazafi Stadium in Lahore tomorrow. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. The series hangs in balance as each team has won 3 matches. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is likely to prevail over most parts of the country, while hot in central and southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind and thunderstorm is expected at a few places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Pothohar region, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.